sunny side up. I would like to welcome, all the way from Nevada, the one and only Bari Mitzmann, otherwise known as Barianna on Instagram. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm really excited to be here cooking with you in this kosher.com kitchen. We're gonna make something delicious.
We are gonna make something very delicious, but first, before we cook, let's talk. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Bari Mitzmann. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and then moved to Henderson, Nevada.
A big change.
Yes, a really big change, but a change that we've welcomed. We've been there for over 6 years now. We had both of our children there, and I mean, it's nice to come back and visit here, have all the amenities that the tri-state area has to offer, but the West Coast is home for us right now.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Nevada community?
Yeah, I mean, we have multiple Jewish communities in Nevada. We have multiple Chabads, we have 2 Jewish day schools, a girls' high school, a boys' high school, there's a kollel, there's a really nice budding Jewish community there.
Sounds like it's really starting to flourish and bloom and grow into something really sizable already.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's becoming pretty populated. I'd like it to stay, out of town for as long as possible.
Wait
but I'm
till
enjoying it.
Everyone from New York moves. You know, the secret's out now. You heard it here on kosher.com.
There are plenty of other places.
She's trying to keep it all to herself. Well, I've been to Nevada before, so I definitely ate a lot of the kosher restaurants before in the Las Vegas area. It's really, and you're not too far from quite a lot of tourist areas like Red Rock Canyon,
Yes.
and you've got the big Hoover Dam there.
Yes, we have also, there's a really beautiful place about an hour out from where I am. It's called Mount Charleston, and it can be 110 degrees where we are, but then it'll drop 30 degrees just an hour away.
Okay.
Trees
It's good to know.
camping areas. One day we'll have a house there, one day. But for
Okay.
now, we try to go and visit to escape the heat as much as
I
possible.
know it can be really hot there in the summer.
Yeah, but in the winter, this is kind of what I would wear in the winter, so it does have its benefits to living
No
in a
winter
place that
coat
gets
for
too
you.
hot.
No winter coat for you.
I haven't used my winter coat in years.
I'm from Sydney. I got a winter coat when I moved to America for the first time. So there you go. All right. So should we cook?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I was going to say Barianna because that's her Instagram name.
Right.
Does so many different things on her social media page. She's a influencer, a content creator. She helps build businesses. I'm sure I'm leaving something out. She has non-for-profits. She's a really busy mom, and I thought we would make something together that would be just something fun for the kids, fun for your husband, fun for you, and something that I know that I love. We're gonna make a fried chicken sandwich. Doesn't
delicious.
get better than that, right? Like, it's something that you can get in communities where you don't have large kosher supermarkets where they always sell chicken.
Right.
And your basic ingredients, and you just have such a delicious sandwich.
I'm looking forward. I'm really excited to make this with you.
Did I leave anything out from all the things that you do?
Well, I am a content creator. I am a social media consultant. I have my own training for people who want to beef up their social media called the IBA, or IG Business Academy.
I'm gonna sign up.
Yes. My nonprofit is Hakol Beseder, where we try to create publications for women focused on the holidays, creating, really practical inspiration for women who don't necessarily feel so into the holiday per se, and they want to get more inspiration from different women. And I have a podcast called the Women of Valor Podcast.
I've been on it.
Which we interview some amazing different women in the community and talk about a bunch of different topics. So I definitely have my hands full. So to make something quick, easy, delicious, that checks all the boxes.
Okay, so I think this recipe is super easy, but
Yeah,
it
let's do
does
it.
come in 2 different steps.
Okay.
Okay, because you want the kids to really love the chicken and everyone to love chicken, but there's a little secret that I learned.
Okay.
Is you soak the chicken, it's actually from the non-kosher world, in milk. And that tenderizes the chicken, but we are kosher. So we can't tenderize our chicken and actually do it in
With buttermilk.
So we're gonna make our own kosher buttermilk.
Ooh.
Takes 1 second to make, and that
Okay.
way, even though You got to kind of like make this the night before or a few hours before. You can prep everything else, and meanwhile, I've even skipped this step, but it's if you want to try something different and you've never done this before, definitely try it.
It's called brining, right?
Well,
or no, brining's maybe in like a salty water solution or something.
Salty water solution.
Right.
So we're doing this in this buttermilk solution.
Okay. So what is this?
So we're going to make our own buttermilk. So this is any non-cow's milk. How about that?
Okay. So a milk alternative.
A milk alternative. You can use a plant-based milk or oat milk, coconut.
Is this soy?
So this is soy milk.
Yeah.
We're just going to salt it.
Okay.
And we're going to add in fresh lemon juice. We never, ever.
I know from your cookbooks.
Ever use bottled lemon juice.
I use your mom's marinated eggplant, and I'm like, nope, fresh.
It's one thing that separates you from the rest of the cooks out there is like using good quality ingredients. And
Exactly.
I'm all about that. So
We have plenty of lemons in Vegas. So I actually have a lemon tree.
No way.
Yes.
Okay.
I
What
have
else do you grow?
7 fruit trees in our backyard. We have 2 orange trees, a lemon tree, a lime tree, an apricot tree, a pomegranate tree, and a green apple tree.
I think we all need to go and have a road trip out to you because I'm seeing a really great vacation coming up. All right, so we're going to put this in the fridge, cover it, put it in the fridge overnight or for a good few hours.
Okay.
And let that marinate, and then we're going to go to the next step.
Amazing.
Okay, now we're going to make the crumbs on top. So
Okay.
instead of the typical, like with schnitzel, you do flour, eggs,
Breadcrumbs, yeah.
We're just going to season the flour and we're going to dredge it. So,
Okay. Amazing.
Flour.
Okay.
So this is garlic powder you mix. I use onion
Feels so
powder.
fancy.
Yeah, we're like really jazzing this up over here. Paprika. Did you say paprika or paprika?
I say paprika.
Paprika.
I don't say paprika.
Actually, you're one of the only people who can imitate me really well. I'm just saying that. Just throwing
Thank
that
you.
in
I
there.
try.
You try. You do a good job. A little oregano.
Whenever she calls me, I go, it's the Aussie Gourmet. Has it? But that's South Africa, though.
No,
we need to work on it.
Is a bit more South African, but the Aussie Gourmet, you say it.
Aussie Gourmet.
You had that exactly right. Okay, oregano.
Oregano. Oregano. Pass on the oregano.
We've got some baking powder and some cayenne pepper. Just
Cayenne. Kid friendly with the cayenne?
Well, it depends how much. You can leave it in, leave it out. It's up to you.
Listen, my son likes those, spicy tortilla roll-ups.
Do we eat those in? Is food in Las Vegas very spicy?
No, I mean, mainly what we have a lot of like hummus and schnitzel joints and shawarma because we have a lot of Israelis. When I saw that you were putting the chicken in the refrigerator to marinate in that, it reminded me, we have a restaurant in Nevada that actually, their chicken fingers are my favorite thing on their menu.
As I said,
and I think that they do something similar. So now I'll be able to recreate something like it at home. So I'm very excited about that.
And you can change up the spice. Use whatever flavor profiles you like. More Italian, you can do different herbs.
More oregano.
You can do it more spicy, like whatever you want.
Okay, how'd I do?
You did amazing.
5 stars. Okay.
All right. Now it's time to get our chicken and do the next step.
Perfect.
You ready for the fun part?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the key to having perfectly fried food is getting the oil to just the right temperature. If you've ever had, and I've said this before on kosher.com, but if you have oil that's not hot and you put in French fries, the French fries will be soggy. So if you ever had soggy French fries at a pizza store,
yes,
it's because they didn't put the fries into the oil when the oil was hot. So you've got to get it to that sweet spot of 360. If it's higher than that, then it burns. So there's like a bit of a range between 350, 365. That's the sweet spot. Otherwise, burnt or soggy. So we're using a thermometer, which we just attach to the side of our Dutch oven or any frying pan that you're using. We also want to make sure that when we bring our chicken in our buttermilk to room temperature, because otherwise it's going in really cold.
Oh, and it won't cook evenly?
Yeah, and the cold chicken into the hot oil, it will lower the oil temperature, and it just, we want even frying.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to give that a little mix. And we also have our seasoned flour. Okay, so we're just going to grab one of these. We're going to make sure we drip off all that excess milk. Let's do milk. Milk. Okay, and you can get covered in flour.
I think it's part of the job.
It's part of the job, yeah, it's fun.
It adds character.
And we just want to make sure it's really, really well coated. I'm just going to leave my fork there.
And I see that the temperature right now is just above 350.
Okay, so now...
So does that mean we're ready?
That means we're ready. Okay, shaking up the extra flour, because the extra flour will then start to cook and float around and we'll get burnt bits. We are using pargiot, which is the dark meat chicken, like bottoms, but it's deboned. You can also, if you like tops, use tops, you know, and you can also use, I have a similar recipe in my cookbook where I'm using bone-in chicken, like real southern fried chicken. Okay, here you ready?
Let's
Best
do it.
sound in cooking is the sizzle.
Ooh, amazing.
And you don't want to overcrowd it. See, I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 pieces at a time.
Should we lower it a bit? It's getting a little high.
Is it getting high?
Yeah, it's getting like
So we want to
370.
lower it. Yes, we're going to lower. Also, the chicken will bring down the temperature.
I'm learning something new. I love it.
All right, so
Okay.
shake
Shake it off. It's a shake it off, flour, shake it off, fry.
Got it. You got it.
Wow. Okay.
Look at that.
That looks professional. I had a fried chicken sandwich yesterday, and this looks better than that.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Ooh. Look at that color. I see that the paprika gave that really
rich
gorgeous color to it. Holy cow, that looks incredible. I'm getting so hungry. I'm ready to assemble these bad boys.
So here is our chicken on the wire rack, cooling for a few minutes. We're going to clear this away and let's build our, what did you call them? Bad boys?
Bad boys.
Bad boys. Ready to build?
I'm ready to build.
Biggest sandwich ever. Okay, so you build one and I'll build one.
Okay.
So I like pretzel buns. I don't know if you
Yeah.
feel about those, but you can use them.
We don't have them as readily available, but sometimes we go to LA and sometimes the grocery store will have for us.
Okay, and you have like also brioche buns or really even a hamburger bun will do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like to do garlic mayo.
Yeah, that's a good choice. What did you do to make this?
Garlic and some minced onion, a little salt. You can even use spicy mayo if you have it ready made from the store, but be generous with the mayo because
Okay,
I find
fine.
the creaminess of the mayo just is the binder that ties it all in.
I'll be a little more generous. There we go.
Good job. Good
Okay.
job. And while you do that, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to spread mine, but now you do a pickled cabbage.
Ooh.
I like pickled cabbage because I like the sourness.
And it's got
that
a crunch
brings,
to
and
it.
ties everything in. It's got a great crunch. Now you can do pickled jalapenos, tomatoes. To me, everything should have a tomato in it. But some red onions, however you like. I'm just giving you some inspiration for your sandwich. I'm just gonna right over you there. I'm gonna do a tomato.
Yeah,
These
let's do
are
that. These are
actually-
gorgeous.
Yeah, these are orange tomatoes. Okay, and a little bit of an onion. Do you like onions?
I do. My kids definitely
Okay, so
do
you
not,
can add a
but I'll
little.
do a
I'm
couple
gonna add a
rings.
little.
Yeah.
Just spread out because you don't want a big bite of onion. Just
Right.
a little bit of that heat. Okay, pick a chicken.
Let's
You want
take
that
that
one?
one. I'm definitely eyeing that one. Ooh.
Okay, this is what did you call it before? The bad boy? I keep going back. This is like a bad boy. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Look at this.
I'm gonna get a little fancy here. I'm gonna take one of these
Oh,
little
yeah.
guys. Stick that in. Oh man, are we at a fancy
We
restaurant
are
or
at a
what?
fancy restaurant. Come on, look at these gorgeous sandwiches. Look
Holy.
at that. Let's admire our handiwork.
This is beautiful. I mean, look at it. It's as big as my head.
It is.
Seriously. As big as your head fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's a great name for a sandwich.
You know what? You just call me for all of your food naming needs.
We're gonna go wash so we can sit down and
Devour
have a nice
these.
meal together.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
It's my honor and will be my pleasure very shortly.
Very soon. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll check you next time. Go visit Barianna. For more recipes like this, go to kosher.com. what? So what? Stop. We're going to start that again. I'm going to say that again. Is it rolling? Yeah. Pause it now for a second. Okay, start. All right.